Hi, my name is Guido Lavrata, and today we're going to learn to play our very first song called Four-String Fun. Four-String Fun is on page 11 in the book Americana Strings. Four-String Fun utilizes open strings on your instrument. You're going to use the open strings to play, so there's no need to press your fingers against the fingerboard. Just have your left hand on the upper bout, and we're going to pizzicato each string. Pizzicato means plucking each string. Later, we're going to use our bow to play each string. You're going to play each string 4 times. But for right now, we're going to pizzicato. That is plucking. We're going to pluck each string 4 times while we say the letters. Now, first step in playing pizzicato, anchor your thumb on the side of the fingerboard and then arch your pointer across the top and pluck starting with the G string. This is a violin. So we're going to say the letters of each string while we pizzicato. G, 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 G. D, 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 D. A, 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 A. E, E, E. Go the other way. A, 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 A. D, 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 D. G, 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 G. That is the violin. The viola has different strings. We're going to learn the letter names of the strings on the viola. Anchor your thumb on the side of the fingerboard and bring your pointer across the top. This string is the C string. Say the letters 4 times while you play each string. C, 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 G, 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 D, 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 A, A, A. Go the other way. D, 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 G, 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 C, 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 C. Now, we're going to play the open strings on the cello. The cello has normally I would be sitting. I have my left hand on the upper bout here, but just to save time, I'm just going to hold it like this. I'm going to anchor my thumb on the side of the fingerboard, arch my pointer over the top. We're going to start with the A string. Say it 4 times. A, 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 D, 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 G, 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 C, 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 G, 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 D, 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 A, 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 A. That's the cello. Now, we'd like to pizzicato the open strings on the bass. Here's the bass. We're going to anchor our thumb on the side of the fingerboard, have my left hand on the upper bout, arch your pointer across the top. We're going to start with the G string. G, 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 D, 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 A, 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 E, E. Now go the other way. A, 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 D, 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 G, 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 G. Okay, so now that we played all the open strings, I want everyone, I'm going to stop the video. I want everyone to practice doing that on your own. And I'll be coming around, and if any of you need for me to write the letter names on the bridge here, so that while the bridge is facing you and you get stuck and you forget the letter name of that string, you could just look at the bridge and the bridge will tell you. And we could write it in pencil and erase it later if you'd like, okay? So I want everyone to practice what I just got through showing you. And then we're going to come together and we're going to pizzicato together with me keeping the beat with my hand. Now, because 4-string fun has 4 notes in each measure, every time I move my hand will be a note. Okay, so this is going to be beat 1, beat 2, beat 3, beat 4. So there's 4 notes in each measure, there's 4 beats in each measure. So what I want you to do is keep in sync with my hands. That's what the conductor does. The conductor keeps everybody together. And I know it's not easy to look at the director's hand and look at your notes and then look at your instrument. It's really tricky, but you can do it. That's why we have a peripheral vision, which allows us to look outside just the one area of our book. We're able to look at other things around us because of our peripheral vision. Okay, so now let's go back to our book. Now that we're familiar of all the strings, I want you to look at the book here, and we're going to point to the letters, say the letters like we did. We said the letters while looking at our strings, okay? But now we want to say the letters while looking at the music, okay? When you look at the beginning of this song, you'll see there's a big dash with a 4 over the top. That is a multi-measure rest. So while the metronome is playing background accompaniment music here. So we're just going to wait for the metronome to stop, and then we'll start right here where it says G. Okay, so I want you to point and say the letters. Ready? G, 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 G. Now look, you're going to see eyeglasses here. These eyeglasses mean that there's a musical symbol you must be aware of. Whenever you see a double bar and 2 dots, that is a repeat sign. So then you're going to continue on. Say the letters. D, 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 D. A, E, 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 E. A, D, 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 D. G, 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 G. Here's the eyeglasses again. What does the eyeglasses mean? Well, there's a musical symbol there that you need to know about. There's a double bar with 2 dots. Those 2 dots, I like to say that they're eyes. These eyes are looking at these eyes. So guess what? When you play that last note, you go back to here and you play this section again. And then you keep going, and then you'll come to the fermata. There's a little arch with a dot. That arch I like to refer to as an eyebrow, and the dot I like to refer to as an eye. So keep an eye out for the fermata. A fermata is making the sound last a long time until the director does that, and then you stop. Okay, how do we make a sound last a long time? You must use your bow. You move your bow very slowly, and then very slowly this way, and you keep doing that till the director stops you. Okay, that's when we start using our bow. Okay, now what I'd like to do is I'd like for you to go to the metronome. I want you to practice on your own first, and then when you're comfortable, with playing each of the strings to the beat, then I want you to try playing it with the metronome. So what you go to stringsmusicandmore.com, and right here, stringsmusicandmore.com, and then under the shop, let's see here, you see where the shop is right there. You'll go to play along music. Play along music, and then you'll come to 4-string fun. This is the play button. You'll notice it says 25 cents. That's just if you want to download it on an app, and it's a suggested donation. Okay, so but otherwise it's absolutely free to practice on this website, stringsmusicandmore.com. You could go, and there's 42 songs. The first half of the book is for the beginners, and then the second half of the book is for the second year players. So if you scroll all the way down here, you'll notice that there's page 1, page 2, page 3, and then next there's 42 songs total. Okay? So right now, I'd like for us to say the letters of the notes with the metronome. So I downloaded all the songs on my phone. So here we go. Start. Ready, go. G, 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 D, 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 A, 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 E, 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 A, 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 D, 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 G, G. Go back, repeat. D, 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 A, 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 E, 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 A, 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 D, 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 G, G. Now continue on to measure 12. D, D. Okay, very good. Okay, so now I want you to notice as you're saying the letters, as you're pointing to all the letters in the note, in the music, you notice you're reading from left to right, correct, for each line? Okay. You'll notice that some of these letters are down low, some of the letters are up high. So we have these letters on a musical staff. Okay, and whenever the letters are below the staff, that is a low sound. Whenever the notes start getting up towards the higher part of the staff, that is gonna be high. All right, so, and then in the middle is the middle of, not so high, not low, just kind of like in the middle, okay? So now let's go ahead and let's try playing this song with our instrument. I want you to pizzicato 4-string fun. I want you to pizzicato face off, leaping bows, and just the first 3 songs, and then we're going to start using our bow. Now, you'll see here the first song has the letters, and then all of a sudden now we have ovals. We have the ovals colored in. And I like to refer to this as like musical hieroglyphics. But so eventually we're going to learn how to associate letters with each of these ovals. And you're going to learn a musical language. And so here you'll notice that all these are G's, but the letter is only written under the first one. So you have to force yourself to know that each of these are going to be G's. There's only one D written in this group. So force yourself to associate a letter with each of these dots, each of these ovals, okay? And so on and so forth. And then there's the answer key right here on the bottom. So where you'll be able to not need any help, you'll be able to identify and say that letter's a G, you write it in, that letter's a D, that letter's an A, and that's a quarter rest. So I don't want you to write letters over your notes in the song. Just look at the answer key at the bottom, and then the process of association will help you become better readers. Okay, now let's go ahead and let's get our instrument, and we're going to try playing with the metronome Pizzicato, and I'm going to play it on the violin. So 4 measures of rest, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4. Now we play. Say the letters. G, 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 D, 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 A, 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 E, 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 A, 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 D, 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 G, G, G. Go the other way. D, 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 A, 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 E, E, E. Go the other way. A, 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 D, 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 G, G. Go the other way. D, 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 A, 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 A. E, 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 go the other way. A, D, 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 G, 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 G. Stay frozen. When you see the director's hand go down, then you go down in resting position. Thank you very much. You guys did an amazing job, and hold on for a second. And now I want you to go ahead and try learning the Face Off with Pizzicato. Face Off is a fun song because we divide the orchestra in half, and we have call and response, and then do leaping bow as well, and then we'll be ready to use our bows. All right, thank you, you great students, and you guys are going to sound beautiful, and your parents are going to be so impressed. And you just keep practicing, and you're going to get better and better and better, and your instruments are going to be your best friend, and you're going to be so happy that you chose to learn how to play a musical instrument. Take care. Thank you.